In this video, we're going to talk about the SUMIFS function. So to explain the SUMIF function, if you're familiar with the SUMIF function, we use a criteria to decide which cells in a cell range to sum or add together. With the SUMIFS, the difference is that we can add multiple criteria for multiple different ranges of cells, so that our formula will only sum the values that meet multiple criteria. So our syntax equals SUMIFS, then we have our sum range, we have our criteria range 1, and then the criteria. We have a criteria range 2, and then the criteria, and it can go on and on. We can have multiple criteria. And if you notice, I don't know, with your experience with SUMIF, usually, or with the SUMIF function, the sum range comes last. But since we can have multiple criteria and it can go on for a long time, we had to do the sum range first. So let's go on to our spreadsheet here. Our spreadsheet is 10 Fabricam cells, the one we were working in the last video. And we're going to go to cell H7. And so H7, it's asking for us to create a formula and use functions to create a value that sums the sum of properties listed 60 days or less, and they're also valued at more than $200,000. So let's go to our formulas tab. Let's go to math and trig. We're going to go to SUMIFS. So it's like SUMIF, but it has an S on the end. So now our sum range, it starts with sum range, and our first sum range is going to be C5 to C16, like we did in our last formula. And our criteria range 1. So we're going to analyze. So the ones we're going to add are the ones in the cell price column. Our criteria, the first criteria we have, we're going to grab from F5 through F16. So the days on market. So we're only summing if they have been on the market for less than, so put a less than or equals of 60 or 60 days. Our second criteria is going to be sell for more than 200,000. So we're going to go back to our we're going to do a percentage difference now. So percentage difference criteria is less than 3%. Oops, I did this wrong. So I'm going to back this out. So criteria 2 is going to be, our cells. That's what I thought it was going to be. I misread what I was looking at. So criteria 2 is going to be greater than 200,000. And we're going to click OK. And our value it should bring back to us is $742,000. So the homes or the properties that sold for greater than $200,000 and were on the market for less than 60 days, or less than or equal to 60 days. Those properties added together were 742,000. So let's go down to H8. We're going to put this in again. So we're going to do recently used this time, since we've just used it, SUMIFS. So in the sum range box this time, select C5 to C16. So we're going to add the values in this range of cells. Our criteria range 1 is going to be F1 to F16. And our criteria 1 is less than or equal to 60. So we got the 60-day thing going again. Criteria range 2. This time we're going to do E5 to E16. So this is the percentage difference. Criteria 2 is going to be less than 3%. And then let's click OK. So this one is answering sum of properties sold within 60 days for a percentage difference of less than 3%. So it should be $433,000. So this is a little bit higher, this is a little bit lower. But they're analyzing two different things, but there are multiple criteria. So we have the 60 days, and then this one is the pricing, and this one's the percentage difference. So that's how you use the SUMIFS.